Right, carrying on from the previous video where it was really animal themed, we're going to carry the animal theme on into this video where we're looking at dog, doggo and SlowCat. The first two are very similar and the last one is just for a little bit of fun. Right, here we are, and the first one we're going to look at is Dog, which is a DNS client for looking up information. It's very similar to Dig, and the version we are using is 0.1.0, and there's the URL if you want to have a look yourself. If you're used to Dig, then you'll know how Dog works. So we'll jump straight into it. There's doggoogle.com, and it will bring up some DNS records for google.com, and in this instance, you're just giving it a host name. The output includes the record type, which is A, the domain name, the time until the record is refreshed, and the record's main contents. It's in this particular instance, it's host IP address. And Dog looks up the A-type records by default, but if you want to add more record types to Dog, or to your query, then you just add it to the command. So if you type doggoogle.com, and we're going to add A, quadruple A for show the IPv6, MX, NS, and TXT, which gives us the mail server, the name server, and any ASCII text which is there. And as you can see, it gives a lot more information, and really it's almost everything you would want to know about the DNS records. Yeah, very good. Just to clear that. If that's too much for you, which it is a lot of information, you can output short records using the ~short flag. And with this, the results will only really include the main contents that you're after. If we just put doggoogle.com A short, it will just give you the IPv4 address. And if I show you what it looks like again, because I did this at the beginning, but I'll just show you again what it looks like as default, it gives you a lot more. You may need that, you may not want that. And another useful thing from Dog is that it will convert, in this case, the DNS record into a JSON file. And there you go, there's a JSON file for the output. You know, may be useful for you, it may not. The next one we're going to look at is Doggo. Very similar to Dog, a bit more comprehensive. So again, it's just Doggo, google.com, and gives you a little bit more information, but very similar to Dog. And like Dog, you can gather more information if you wish. So we're going to put Doggo, google.com, poor old Google. Google always gets it, doesn't it? A, NS, and MX. And it will give you the mail servers, DNS records, and name servers. In this case, it's a local name server that I'm hosting. And the time. So, yes, very good. It's nice and concise. It's slightly different from Dog. I think it looks neater. So perhaps that's an alternative to Dig or Dog or Doggo. And one thing I do like about Doggo, more than Dog, although Dog is pretty good, is that the help is far more comprehensive. So you just ~help, and there is a lot there, and examples too, so that's pretty cool. So perhaps it's an alternative to Dig, or if you've been using Dog, then Doggo might be better than that. Although they're pretty much the same. Doggo was inspired by Dog. It's just written in Go rather than Rust. And finally, we're going to have a look at SlowCat. SlowCat is something which I really touched upon in the last video, which is alternatives to the cat command. So if, say, for instance, just refresh, we just put cat and, I don't know, 1.py, it will just list out the contents until it gets to the end and then exits. And if you remember the last video that we did about this, we used bat, which is better. I think it's better than that. So bat, there we go. It's nice and formatted and coloured. It's very nice indeed. But this one, SlowCat, well, let's say, for instance, you want to let it slowly output its contents to the screen. You just -b for its, essentially, its speed. So we use 200 in this case, and 1.py, and it will not emulate, but it will mimic the output of old terminals, really. So whether or not it was old computers or printing it out, it's pretty much like this. So it's pretty good. I don't know if someone finds this useful. I kind of like it. It's a good, neat toy, and if you wanted to scroll something down slowly while you wanted to read it, you can do it this way. You can speed up, of course, if you increase the -B. So that's a little bit quicker. And the default is, I've forgotten what the default is, but we'll just show you there. And yeah, that's a semi-fast scroll. So yes. So we've got 2 dogs and a cat. And I think that's the end of the animal theme videos I'm going to do. So next time it'll be something else. But just a little bit of fun, really. And 2 useful commands, alternatives to dig, and SlowCat. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Meow. This and every other video on my channel has been made using FreeBSD and open source software.